It's old-time hockey, the way you're supposed to play. You throw a little lumber if a guy gets in your way. You play like Gordie Howe or Eddie fucking Shore. We can't all be Gretzky, some news or Bobby Orr's. Hey!
It was easy to see from the very beginning that Guy Lafleur was destined for the Hall of Fame. Even just looking at his 2 years playing with the Quebec Ramparts of the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, where he would play in 118 games, but would score an astonishing 233 goals, helping the Ramparts win back-to-back Quebec Major Junior Hockey League championships. It was no shocker that he was drafted first overall in the NHL Amateur Draft of 1971 by the Montreal Canadiens. It didn't take Lafleur long to find his game in the NHL, scoring 64 points as a rookie. The following season, he would only score 55, but help his team on the way to a Stanley Cup championship. He would hold the same numbers through the 73-74 season, but during the 74-75 campaign, something changed. Lafleur ignited the score sheets. He would become a 50-goal scorer and a 100-point player for the next 6 seasons in a row, and helping the Canadiens dominate the 70s, winning 4 straight Stanley Cups from 1976 to 1979. At the dawn of the 1980s, Lafleur's point production began to taper off as he became older, and for the next 4 seasons would still score 70 points or more, but was a far cry from the 100-plus point seasons that he was producing throughout the 70s. This, combined with Montreal's dwindling playoff appearances, plus the fact that head coach Jacques Lemaire was a more defensive-minded coach and Lafleur was more of an offensive-minded player, that a rift between them had formed and was not able to heal. Their relationship became so strained that Lafleur requested he be traded from the Canadiens. This request was denied by GM Serge Savard, saying that the fans would never forgive them for trading the team's most popular player. So after only playing 19 games of the 84-85 season and scoring just 5 points, Lafleur retired from hockey. At the time of his retirement, he had played in 961 NHL games, scored 518 goals, 728 assists for a total of 1,246 points. He was a 6-time NHL All-Star. He was a 3-time winner of the Lester B. Pearson Award, a 3-time Art Ross winner, a 2-time Hart Trophy recipient, and a 1-time Conn Smythe Trophy winner, as well as 5 times Stanley Cup champion, and was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 1988. But Lafleur wasn't done there. Right after his induction into the Hockey Hall of Fame, Guy Lafleur announced that he wanted to play again, this time signing a 1-year contract with the New York Rangers. Although he was not the same Guy Lafleur of years past, but he would still contribute on the score sheet, notching 45 points in 67 games for the Rangers. The following season, Lafleur would sign a contract with the Quebec Nordiques and play the next 2 seasons where his career began. He would retire for a second and final time from active play with a total of 1,126 games played, 560 goals scored, and 793 assists for a total of 1,353 points. But sadly, at the age of 70, Guy Lafleur would lose his battle with lung cancer and pass away at the age of 70. But he will always be remembered as a gentleman on and off the ice and beloved by fans across the league.
It's old time.